Welcome back.
Welcome back to
Oh,
Basic Banter. Welcome back.
hello, 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 hello.
Hello.
My gosh.
Hi, everyone. If
Happy
you
like
listened to our last episode, was our last episode the Paragals or was it the catch up?
it was a catch up. Yeah, so we're kind of
Oh my
like caught
God.
up now.
I was reviewing it afterwards. I was like, man, what a shit show that was. So if you made it through, thanks, guys.
You did it, man. You did it, people. Yeah, seriously. I know we were like, what are we going to talk about the last time? Because we had a guest, but then something happened with the guest,
Yeah,
and
it just
things
was.
happen as they do last minute cancellations. And yeah, so we're like, what are we going to do? I'm like, I don't know. We're just going to chat and film it for
Yeah.
podcast purposes. But anyways, for those of us who are like joining us today, you'll see there's a third face on the screen if you're watching on YouTube or a little name
Thanks.
in there. So we are so excited to have Bobby back from Soul Kiss Journey. Hello,
Yes,
hello.
Bobby. Yes, it's
Hello.
been so many years since we've seen you last. I got to see you when I had my little guy. I saw you at a market, but you were so busy, obviously. And I was just like,
I know that market was wild. Yeah,
yeah,
that was wild. That is like, yeah, that is kind of when everything started. So
is that
for
right?
to kind of like everything that could happen started after that market.
Oh
But
my gosh.
yeah,
No.
it was so nice to see you. Because yeah, it had been, I think the very first year that I was at the Fringe in Saskatoon is where I met you guys originally.
Yes, that's
Yeah,
Yeah,
right.
so
that was
Yes.
us.
yeah,
That
it's
was
been
We
a
just
while.
kind of
like,
played you and your mama's friends. We're just like, you need to be in our world forever.
Oh,
yeah.
such a
No,
blessing, honestly.
truly, that was like pivotal. That Fringe, like, was so good because I think we had gone originally to see Jason, right? When
Yeah.
And you're
so
back.
Hecate, yeah, and so we're like, oh, Jason's there, and we like stumbled into yours, and we were with our cousins as well, and we all
Yeah.
like bombarded you. It was fantastic. So we had our beautiful little aura reading. But yeah, we just kind of, I guess, want to get our, our listeners, new and old, let them know, not let them know, but remind them of what you do. Would you mind giving us a
Yeah.
little intro?
Yeah, absolutely. So what I do is I offer aura photography and aura reports. So essentially, when you see me, we get to put your hand onto a biofeedback machine that's going to show us where your aura is at. And then if you get the report, we get to look into all of your energy. So how you're operating that day, how your chakras are doing, if they're in harmony, out of harmony. And then I watch like a crazy person to see if there's anything additionally I can tell you because I think it's really cool and important for us to like understand how we operate.
Yes.
So yeah, and then I take a photo of you and I print it right on the spot and I give you a little color compass card. I've actually changed it so much since I've seen you because when I saw you guys, I was doing Instax like Polaroid cards.
Yeah.
Yeah, great.
So now I've like going through a rebrand this year. So now when you see me, because I travel so much, you get like a postcard
Oh, it's
Oh,
so
and then you have
fun.
cute.
inside, you have like a little spot to like write yourself like a message or a reminder of something like you've learned. And then I've made these little stamps and they all have meaning and then you can seal it with one of my stamps that I give you.
Oh, that's so
Oh,
sweet.
cute.
Yeah. And then on the inside, you've got like, I mark off your colors and what they mean. And then we put your picture in here. And
That is
Oh, like,
so
yeah, so
cute.
it's completely different than when you ladies would have seen me.
Yeah,
well,
but I
yeah, no
mean,
kidding. We had like the 20-page email, which is still amazing. It was very,
Yes, and you
very
get
true.
that still. This is just like the different, like tangible piece. So yeah.
exactly. The
Oh
thing you
my
get to take with you. Oh, that is so
Yeah.
God.
cool.
Because it takes me a little bit to get the emails out if I'm busy at an event.
Of
So
course,
yeah,
yeah.
I always want everybody to have like something they can hold while they're
It's
waiting
like,
for that 14 or 15-page report to come in. So yeah.
no kidding.
Yes.
Yeah.
Like,
That's so
I love that. I know that like when we chatted last, like when you were doing this, I don't actually know if I asked you this question, but like now that you're so familiar with auras and like reading them that way, do you think you actually have not a like a an intuition about it or like get a feeling before you scan or have you
Um,
connected with that at all?
so funny that you asked that. So like I started right as like mediumship. That's where my basis is.
Yeah.
So no, I actually still cannot see auras. Like unless we're just
wow.
chilling, sometimes I can see a little bit. I do get a pretty good intuition sense, like that knowing piece. So sometimes I do know. Um, but still no seeing for me on that front. But I also think it's not, which sounds interesting or silly, it's not of interest for me um to see because I have the equipment. I
Well, that,
more have moved into, sorry, you probably hear my puppy just like
You're
wandering.
fine. Actually, I
no, I
couldn't
don't.
at all, so you're
Honestly,
good.
Okay.
my
If
dogs
you're
are
wondering why I
normally
keep looking
banged at
down,
the
I'm
door, so
just like
don't worry.
I'm like petting his butt. I'm like, have a little seat. Um, I do the readings more intuitively now.
Yeah.
So when I say I'm watching the equipment, when you guys saw me, I was very much learning so much. And so now when I'm watching how things are fluctuating. I'm watching what's going around, and it's more of like not mediumship, but more like oracle reading, if you,
I
I think
love
is
that.
comparable.
That's
I
So
love
yeah,
that.
honestly, I
yeah.
love like
Now,
we've got to see your gift grow. And you're right. Like, I mean, yes, you have this machine. That was like the point where you entered that, but like having seen your, literally your journey through it, like I think that's really
yeah.
interesting to see how it's come, right?
Yeah, and it's been really neat. So, like the equipment isn't supposed to pick up like spirits and loved ones, but I could write a book of all the things that have come through between
Wow.
spirits, loved ones, like it mind blowing,
Yeah.
like the stuff
That
that
is
we've been able to catch. And I don't know if it's because, well, I assume it's because I started with mediumship that I'm able to pick up on kind of like who it is and those sorts of things. So it's been really fun. And then I started offering it alongside with Reiki that I offer. And then I've partnered up at markets with individuals who do other modalities. So before and after photos of
cool.
their sessions. So they come and see me, we take a quick photo,
Yeah.
and then I write it all down and I ship them off, and then they come back and we take another. And that's been really, really special to see the before and after.
No
And
kidding.
yeah. And so then
Who do you,
it becomes
no, go ahead.
almost
Sorry, I just cut you off. I was
sorry,
just too excited.
it becomes almost more healing for that person because now they've got a tangible piece of like, I thought that that felt really good and I felt different, but now I can see it,
Yeah.
Amazing.
and it's really good for the practitioner too, I find. So yeah.
Well, no
Yeah.
kidding. What type of modalities have you already collabed with over time?
So as of today, like we've done a couple different ones with Reiki, obviously, because I teach Reiki and do it. So we've done 7 days straight, where they come and see me every day for 7 days. And we're
Wow.
very intentional. We work on each chakra and we try to go through each layer. And then we've done it just before and after Reiki. We've done bars, which bars is really cool. It's very different than, I would say the Reiki is very good at changing the energy centers, where
Yeah.
bars really explodes the beautiful colors within the auric field. So you might be a little bit more muddy or dark. And then after the bars, it's like bright and it's like, yeah, it's very
Oh,
cool. Another one we've done is crystals, or sorry, not crystals, sound bowls. Sorry,
Oh,
I was
yes.
holding
Yeah.
a
oh,
crystal.
cool.
So sound bowls, which has been really cool. Now that one I find a little bit different. I find not everybody, but the people who are super affected are so affected, and it's like it's very cool. So, yeah.
That's
And we're gonna
That is
amazing.
try
so
some like massage. We're gonna move into. I've done before and afters of. Have you guys heard of the treatment called BEST?
no,
Bioenergetic system technique, I think. Don't
Oh,
quote
no.
me. I could be wrong on what each letter means, but that is really cool before and after. And so that's another energy one that I find really changes the color and the energy centers. So yeah, a few things. I'd like to try more. Um, and then yeah, and then I started messing around with because I have the aura healer part of the equipment too. So people who are practitioners can see the energy that's coming off their hands and how it's
Oh,
affecting the client in real time. So we've also done that, which has been really
really
cool.
cool. I
That would
just
be so.
Googled the best technique. So it's
Yeah.
bioenergetic synchronization technique.
Oh,
Practitioners are natural healthcare providers who have trained in this mind-body healing modality to restore the body's balance and self-healing capabilities by enhancing the energy flow within the body. Sorry, I just
yeah.
thought it was cool. I was like, ooh,
No, I'm glad you double checked because I'm like, I can't exactly remember what all the
ah,
letters mean, but
that's
yeah.
okay. You got
And it's
best.
a,
That's important.
yeah, and it's a really cool, actually, funny enough, when I ran into Brittany, that's where, oh, actually, no, not that event. But the next time I was at that same venue, um, that's where I came across the practitioner that does that. And he does a really good job. It's really cool. It's helped me
Neat.
immensely this year. So, which
Amazing.
That is, and I know we don't have to get into it obviously because it's pretty private, but I remember when I saw you last, you were going through the depths of hell. So
I
hopefully,
feel like
good.
I am in the trenches, to be honest. But it's funny because I'm like, people get really upset when you're just really real about things. They're like, oh, you shouldn't be so negative. It's like, actually, this is just the reality, and we can't have light without the dark. And
Exactly.
I'm going
Yes.
through it. It's been a year. I've had it's always hard too, because I always like to be really like real and honest about what I'm going through. But I'm always
Oh,
like,
yeah.
I always wonder like what's too much, what's not, when you're running a business, you're like, what's too much? What's being disingenuine to your experience, right? It's a very fine line.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But between we've had I'd say how, I guess how long has it been since I've seen you? Like, did I see you after I got back from Shambhala? This is
I
like
know we talked after Shambhala, but before, hmm, I don't, hold on one second. It was before Jessica came home last year. So it was before May of 2024. So I want to
okay.
say it was between springtime of last year.
Okay.
That's right. It was about
Okay.
spring because you had another fair, I think, in May, and Brittany and I were like, let's go. I can't remember. Were we talking about that?
That's the one that Mom and I got to go to with the tickets that you gave
Yes.
us.
Okay.
That's
Oh,
right.
yes,
That's
yes.
right.
Okay.
Okay, yeah. I
Right.
was
I
like, there
forgot
was
about that.
something.
Yes. Okay.
Yes.
So I guess I'm almost like 2 years. So it's been 2 years of like, I don't know, crash and burn. Like I
Yeah.
started when I went up to Shambhala. So I had the best time at Wild Rose. Um, just a wonderful market, wonderful like festival. Go to Shambhala and just, yeah, I learned a lot. You have to have such thick skin um, as like a business person, but then even thicker skin if you want to do markets.
Yeah.
It's really quite sad actually. But out there, yeah, I was so mistreated by the organizers, and my high school friend had
Oh,
passed away while I was out there. We got trapped on the land because somebody, I don't want to say trapped on land, but we did get stuck an extra day or two because somebody passed away. Um, and the way that the festival handled that, I was really disappointed.
Yeah.
And they tried to kick me out of the festival. Like it was
Which doesn't make me,
my credit card got stolen from a food vendor, who, in hindsight, tried to use my credit card to get a cab out of there.
no way.
And I'm like, buddy, I would have gave you a ride. We could have
Yeah.
carpooled.
could
Yeah.
have gone
So I
together.
was really thankful that yeah, and I was really thankful that I was at Wild Rose because I had cash, and that was the only way I was able to get home is because I only had one credit card
Oh,
because I never really understood. I was like, oh, you only need one credit. No, I guess you have two because in case one gets stolen.
oh my
And
God. Yeah.
yeah, it was crazy. It was a whole experience, and then got back, and then it was like everybody started passing away. So it was like
Yeah.
my grandpa or my grandpa's sister who I helped cross over, and then it was like my grandpa, and then it just yeah, and I think and then some people we had a friend take their life, we had a friend pass away of cancer, we had a local that was very much like a grandpa to everybody. He passed away in a tragic accident on vacation. It was just
Oh my God.
this year of like, whoa, what is like, so all of that while running a business. Um, and then what else happened? So that was kind of obviously that was all heavy stuff. And then I got engaged as soon as I got back from Shambhala, which I got back from Shambhala and I had to go straight to Saskatoon to get an infusion for my MS. And
Yeah.
then I got back and my partner was helping me clean up all the stuff from our travels. And then he proposed to me, which was awesome. But
That's
then all
amazing.
of that, his family isn't a huge fan of me. And there was like no
What?
congratulation from his mother.
They're
So,
fucking crazy. Let me just get that on the record right now. Like, they don't
Like,
know what
Bobby, you're
they're missing.
amazing.
Truly. Like,
uh,
shame on them for, and I hope they
oh,
hear
Give me,
this. I hope they
give
hear
me her name and number and I'll take care of it.
exactly.
oh,
Like, tell
and
me, like, what the fuck is wrong with you? That's to
and
you, in-law people.
yeah, and and that is like that is really hard, to then celebrate. You're like,
Yeah.
and then to navigate planning a wedding, and you're like, I would really prefer his mother not to be there, but I love my partner, and he's deserving to have the people that he loves there and that love him. And so mourning all these passings, trying to celebrate, but not being celebrated or welcomed.
Yeah.
And that was its own extreme journey. So this is all
Okay.
going on. I'm planning my wedding. Um, then when I saw Brittany at the market that I was at in Saskatoon, I really had such a successful time out there. It was so great. So I inquired about joining them in the Edmonton when they do
Oh,
theirs. And she's like, no, you can't. We already have an aura photographer. And I was like,
oh,
I've done my research. Like the one that's there doesn't travel. Like, and then that's when the next thing kind of unfolded. So there's another company that attends a multitude of the same markets as me, and
oh.
was being very much friendly with me. I thought we were friends to some degree, and found out that they were buying the same exact equipment as me.
Um,
But I also am a person of like, got a little bit gaslit by, oh, there's my little puppy, sorry.
I
Okay, fine.
no, we love it.
He
Bring the little
loves,
babe up here.
he's a little
There
baby.
Oh,
you go.
you're such
This
a
is
sweet
Vincent.
babe.
Can you see their face? Yeah, he's like
Hi.
He's
a big,
lovely.
he's only four and a
He's
half
a boy.
months and he's massive.
Is he a mastiff as well?
He is a Cane Corso.
Okay, I was like a massive mastiff. Yeah.
Yeah,
Very
there
large.
is.
And what's his name?
His name is Vinny.
Baby.
Viv.
Vincent when he's being bad, and
Yep.
Vincenta
Yeah.
when we need him to knock it off. So
Yeah.
he's got
I
very
love
many.
it. You said Vincenzo?
Yeah,
I
they
Vincenzo.
love
have
it.
all different names, and he knows when he's like being
I
crazy or
love it.
The
yeah.
degree of
Is this Jersey
discipline.
Shore inspired at all?
Pardon?
Is this Jersey Shore inspired at all?
Oh, um, so okay. So fun fact about me. Do you guys know the actor Vince or what's
Vaughn?
it? Oh, the one second. I gotta find his name because
It's okay. What was
Vincent
he in?
Vinny. Oh my God, he's in all the comedies.
It
Uh
could be Vince.
oh, are you really on me? One second. I'm gonna just put him in
Oh,
his
you're
kennel.
good, girl. You're absolutely good. I'm
Yeah,
like,
no, he's good.
I think
there's like
I
one
want to say
Vincent that I
Vince
think of.
Vaughn. Is
Is it
that
Vince Vaughn?
right?
Vince Vaughn, he was in like Wedding Crashers.
Yes. Okay. So I love Vince Vaughn. I've had I just think he is like the cutest. I've always thought he was just so handsome and funny. And my sister-in-law knows this about me, and she was like, "You got to name your dog Vince because it's a very
I
Italian
love
name."
it.
It's
Yeah.
so
Yes.
Italian. And actually,
Yeah.
it's so true. I agree with you on Vince Vaughn. He's so handsome, and
He's so
he's like
handsome.
I've heard like I mean because I like love the Hollywood things, and I hear he's very kind and like a
Yes.
nice person. So
And I
yeah,
love good humor. Like if you
yeah,
got humor, it's like
yeah,
it's a selling point for me.
yeah. Was he in Dodgeball? I can't remember. Was that him?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, I was gonna say I'm
Was.
like, am I thinking of the right guy? Yeah, because he was
Yeah.
Joe Blows or Joe Average
Joe.
Joe's. That's what it was. Sorry, couldn't.
Yeah.
Average Joe.
Yeah,
Oh, that is disgusting.
that's okay.
Oh, I
The
gave him
bone
a
you gave
kangaroo.
him.
Oh, I gave him a kangaroo tail, and it is
That's
he
Stinky?
loves them. They're disgusting. Like when
Yeah.
they're unthawed.
my God.
Um,
Yeah.
so
No, I get it. Yeah.
yeah,
So sorry, going back
little
to,
detour.
yeah, no, I
That's
loved
okay.
it. We love a detour.
Yeah, we
So
love
when
it.
I
You
had so yeah, so I'm very much a person who's like was kind of gaslit and they're like, no, you heard the organizer wrong. That's my friend. They don't have that piece of equipment. Okay, that's fair. I'm human. I very much could have heard. Um,
yeah.
but then there's just all these things that kept happening, and I left it for about a year. But there's a lot of stuff that like um oh
That banging is my house also.
sorry.
That's okay.
Sorry, one second. Somebody's here, you
Yep.
guys.
You're good. You're good. You're good.
Yeah.
Good to go.
Sorry. I
All
was just
good. We're fine.
that was my
Okay, good.
brother. And
Your
I didn't
brother,
know. Yeah.
cute.
Yeah.
Oh,
I was like, well, whose voice is that? And I was like, what guy just let themselves into my house? Anyways, his
that's hilarious.
vehicle, I guess he tried calling me. His vehicle broke down, so
Oh, poor guy. Okay, well, that's okay.
he's
Well,
fine. He's gonna
he
hang
came
out
to
in the
you.
back.
That is so kind. I mean,
Yeah.
like, yeah. How old is your brother? Or like, what's the age difference?
16 months
Oh my God, you
younger.
guys are very close. Oh my gosh,
Yeah. We get along really well and
that's good.
really
Oh,
close with his wife. And yeah.
aw,
Yeah.
that's lovely. I
Yeah.
like being so far away. I like miss those like visits from family or like who's here? I'm like, or like my when my like dad would just swing by, I'd be like, Daddy, hi, Mama,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mama, like, and like
It's
my
so
brother
good.
never came to visit, but he might listen to this podcast
I
and
know.
You
yeah,
know
I
what?
do.
yeah.
Mine doesn't either, but he's the first to be like, you never come and visit me. I'm like,
There you go. Well,
neither
now
do
you owe
you.
him one. You owe him one
Yeah.
now.
Yes, now I do it. Oh, that's fine. I actually
Now
really
that
enjoyed their house. He's got a little redneck hot tub that they created this summer.
Oh, yeah.
like out of like the big barn things.
It, yes, and yeah, it needs some improvements, but it's you know what? We'll take it.
It
It,
tubs. It
it
tubs in
tubs.
it. Yep.
Yeah, it holds the water. Just got to be careful of that floating fire pit. We got to work on that. He's got to anchor that
Oh
down
my
somehow. But you know what? Fiddle or fittest of the fit, I guess, out there. But
That's okay.
Right.
That's fine.
yeah.
Very good.
So yeah, so that was kind of the start. Anyways, I won't get into all of that because it's,
No, of
I mean,
course.
what can you really say? It's unfortunate, and I tried to deal with it to give enough grace, right? Because there is enough room for there to be more than one for top like
Right.
but we went to a lot of the same markets, and I wasn't sure how that was going to unfold.
Yeah.
And it was very uncomfortable because they were coming, getting sessions from me or getting their family to come in, and so there was that element to it, which was
Yeah.
uh and then eventually I had to set a boundary and be like, and in the end, I ended up getting removed out of a market, uh, which was one of my markets I attended like in a few different locations. So that was really
Oh,
hard. And it came down to
why would you have gotten removed?
so at this event, it had all kind of come to a head where it was like public knowledge that this individual, and they came up and it was the beginning of the day, so I don't really want to have a conversation. So I just excused myself, but you could tell that I wasn't in a place of um, where like I'm not in a like I wasn't very welcoming. I was polite, but I wasn't like, "Oh my gosh, so good to see you." I was like, "How are you?"
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah.
Excuse me, I just have to use the washroom. And I excused myself, and that
Yeah.
was it.
Right. You are
But they
totally
went
allowed.
up. Yeah, right. And when I excused myself, that was the market where I was doing a before and after with a lady. And she ended up, this individual went and tried to book in with her to get a before and after. And my sister kind of stepped in and just said, I think, are you so and so? And she's like, yeah. She's like, I just think this is a bit inappropriate and I don't feel comfortable booking you in, you know? And
Well, it's true. If they would have come to you and say, like, you know what, I love what you do. I'd like to do the same thing. I'm not going to step on toes. We can do this too. Like, there's
Yeah.
such a way to
yeah,
do it. That's people.
Yeah.
But because
Yeah.
they went behind and just was so shady about it, of course you don't want to treat
Yeah.
them.
Yeah, and it felt very like, are you taking, like I saw them take photos of my booth, and maybe they were promoting me. I don't know, like, right?
Yeah.
But if you can't be direct, it doesn't make me feel like that's the
No.
case.
Very disingenuous
And
behavior, right? Like,
yes. And I'm the first, like, if you need help, I will help you. I feel like I do a really good job. Like, I feel like every market I'm at, if I see someone struggling, I'm like, hey, can I help you? Or I put down my stuff.
Yeah.
And so I don't think I've sat with this a lot. Like, I really don't think it's a thing that I don't want to see somebody else come into the field. I think there's more than enough room.
yeah.
It's just that
Yeah.
booking multiple sessions with me and we go to basically all the same markets.
Yeah.
Yeah. They
So
want to be exactly like you. And you're like, that's great. I feel flattered. But there comes to a point where it's like, if you want to collab and work together, then talk it out. Don't just like come in and just
yeah,
try to copy everything I do.
Yeah.
yeah. And then it ended up that market that I couldn't get into, their equipment ended up breaking.
Oh
So
shit.
there
Oh,
was
karma,
and I was really sad because I would have, like, if you meant me no harm, why didn't you call me? And I could have came
know.
up, but there was, and we took a trip just to see, and the worker had no idea that they had been promoting that they were bringing this camera. So it was really uncomfortable, and it was like, do you have this? Do you not? Right? So anyways, uh
Um,
at this event, my sister basically said, like, I feel like this is super not okay. I
Yeah.
don't feel comfortable putting my sister in this position.
yeah.
When I got back, the lady that I was partnering with, they had no idea anything that was going on. She just said, just so you know, how your sister handled that was beyond professional. Like, she wasn't rude or anything like that. Now, later
That's a
on, my sister did have a conversation, which I wasn't there for. Um, but she had it in front of the host and of the market.
yeah.
Um, and the host is like, oh, I shouldn't be here for this. And
Okay.
yeah, so it's just very like, no, you should be,
That's
because
weird.
we don't want like, my sister's like, no, stay. I don't want my words being twisted.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
anyways, I don't know exactly what happened there, but also at that point, I'm like, I, I'm sure, my sister said what needed to be said
Yeah.
in the
Yeah.
room.
Well,
And
and you'll attract the markets that actually are good for you and
yeah,
include the right amount of people that are there to actually support you and not be weird behind closed doors and want to hear your side.
yeah. And so, anyways, I ended up getting, I got a phone call about a month later being like, I don't know what to do. And I was just like, you can, I'll step back. I don't want to be anywhere that it's not aligned.
Yeah.
Um, and I just said it's really unfortunate. And then, her words were like, I wish you never told me. And it's like, well, you're the host of an event and there's no HR. And I wasn't doing it to be dramatic. I was doing it saying, like, hey, can you put us across the room? Because I do, in my
Sure.
heart, I did feel like this person was watching me to learn. And I didn't feel
Well,
like
that's
that was
exactly.
fair. You can
No.
call me and inquire,
Yeah,
and then I get to make a choice. Um,
exactly.
Yeah.
so, anyways, they ended up having relationships outside of the market world, and maybe that is my fault. I need to get better at doing that. Um, but that's
I
okay.
would do better.
I stepped back, and so
That,
it's
yeah.
so that's kind of happened, and I like did this rebrand in the midst of all of this
Yeah.
while the world was burning, and I'm like, why am I doing a rebrand? Because now I can't even like, I thank God the woman that did my rebrand is a angel, but I'm
Yeah.
like, I can't even afford to pay you right now because everything I had booked
Is
gone.
now shit.
And um so I really like went back and forth, like, what am I doing? Should I even be doing this anymore? Um but I know that, like, again, I the reason I stopped mediumship years ago is because I got bullied by other mediums and I quit. So this is a repetitive cycle that is happening for me.
Yeah.
And I know that if I back out, I'm gonna get it again in another way.
There's a
Yeah,
lesson.
because it's like,
There's got to
yeah,
be
the
Yeah,
less the
something.
can you hear
yeah,
me? We're gonna have to try this again. And
Yeah,
you're
so
like, I don't want to be bullied, actually.
I've really grounded my feet in, and I'm like, all right, we're gonna just keep taking it off the chin, and we're
Yeah,
gonna just take pause. So, okay, so as if this isn't enough, the woman comes out, she's got her brand. She's
yeah,
undercut me by like $5, which that's fine.
yeah,
That's fine.
whatever.
But then it's basically the exact same card that so I used to have a card that I basically had a card, and on the one side I had all the colors, and on the other side you'd put the picture.
Yeah.
Basically, she took the exact same thing and just stamped like a stamp
Logo.
on it. Yeah. And again, I won't say it's my idea. Okay. So I had a company follow my personal account out of LA.
Yeah.
I can't even think what their name is. Uh, I took that idea from them. Okay.
Fair. And
Like,
you probably
fair.
adjusted it to fit
But
you.
I didn't
Copy.
take anybody who's local. I couldn't,
Mhm.
there's nobody local when I started. So, and if there was, I never would have taken from them any of their ideas or thoughts because it's like, if you're
Yeah.
within a few provinces, we're too close.
Yeah,
Where
100%.
this company followed me, so they were obviously looking for inspiration as well. And so
Yeah.
I just was like, okay. And I really liked that. But the thing is, I have no problem saying where I took my inspiration from. I think
exactly.
Well, that's
that's
You give credit where
right.
credit is due. Yes.
Yeah.
and
And
really
then,
you took inspiration. You didn't just copy and paste and you're like, it's mine now.
I
yes,
love that.
yes,
Yeah.
totally. So,
Oh,
um, all of this is going on. And then my partner, um, then his job is no longer a thing. And we're 4 months out from the wedding.
Oh my
So,
God.
fuck. Okay.
and that was, yeah, it pays into EI every year, but we couldn't get EI because X, Y, and Z. It was a whole
Oh my God.
thing.
Oh my God.
So I was like, okay, I think we should just cancel the wedding because who, who wants to be stressed out 4 months?
Yeah.
So yeah, so we canceled our wedding.
Oh, you canceled
Oh,
it.
And,
fuck.
and we
You
were
know,
like,
you wanted to just still like elope and do something on the more like
yeah,
inexpensive side and just plan like a wedding party later. I know it's not
yeah.
ideal,
And
but
I
you can do
mean,
it if you want.
we're open to like all the ideas, but it was just like, what is happening?
Nope.
Um, look what is happening. But anyways, he's
Yeah.
got another job now. It took 3 or 4 months. So good
Yeah.
thing we canceled our wedding because our funds from that we just transferred over. And I'll
Yeah.
say my photographer, um, what a beauty. She's like, don't worry about it. We'll
Oh,
just, and I should have had to pay her the rest of the deposit. And
Yeah.
she's like,
oh,
look, you're gonna still get married? I was like, yep, cool. You still want me? Yep. Call me when you got to figure it out. My prices might increase a little.
Yeah.
We'll go from there.
that's okay. You already
Um,
have some money down, so
deal,
Yeah.
deal. And then the DJ as well was like, "You still getting married?" I'm like, hopefully, and same with
yeah.
him. I should have had to pay him out, and he was like, we're good. And so
Wow.
I really lucked out with who I selected. Same with my caterer too. I used to work for
Yeah.
them, so they were
That's good.
Oh,
um like,
and you're a genuine person, so people are gonna
oh,
realize that in your contracts
yeah,
of
I
like,
hope, but and then you feel bad because you're like, I don't want to take from anybody's pocket. I don't want to, because
I'm going
summer
to
is like
pause you right there because now you are the type of person to go above and beyond for anybody who asks, right? And
trail.
sometimes you need to accept the help. When you've given and given and given, it's hard to like when people are offering it to you. Do you know what I mean? It's hard to accept that you need it. Bobby, I love you,
Yeah,
and I'm not saying it to like them say, but do you know what I mean? It's like to
yeah,
me,
no, I
it's
know.
you see who shows up for you when you need it. Do you know what I mean? Like
Yeah,
they're gonna get you
it's so
there,
true though.
you
It's
know?
just, it's, I just am like, oh my gosh,
No, of course. Yeah, I'm sorry.
you know
fine.
what though? This
And
actually
so,
works really well for them because so they got their deposit from you and they're gonna wait until you're ready to do it again to go
yeah,
forward. But then it opens up this date for them to actually have a replacement person, and then they get actually a whole other shack of money. So
Exactly.
if
Yeah, and
anything, you just made them.
I hope that they were able to fill it because like they're both so good at what they do and it's like, oh my gosh. But yeah, so that's kind of like I think that's well, and of course like yeah, just all of those things. Oh, and then because we canceled the wedding, I missed all of my festivals and all of that for the year. And when I called, I had to take that, like, they're like, we're so sorry we took so and so. And it's like, fair.
Yeah,
Like, I can't even be mad because it's like you have to.
you had no
And
idea.
yeah. But then I was too late to the party and too burnt out to be like, to figure it out. Normally, in a different state, I'd be like, I got this, I can rally.
Yeah.
But there's just been no. And
No.
so,
Yeah,
like, I know a majority of this is happening because I'm not meant to be in those spaces. I want to be surrounded by people who are the best of the best in their field
Yeah.
yeah,
and what they offer.
amazing.
Um, and those markets, I met some really amazing individuals.
Yeah.
But more than not, not a lot of them take their practice and want to evolve it. They just want to be in the know or have it for their like title,
Yeah.
Yeah,
and
Yeah.
that's okay too. It's just that's not my journey and that's
yeah,
not what I want for people. I want to actually support them and I want to be able to look and be like, oh my gosh, you should go and see so and so. They're incredible. Or like, this might
Yeah.
be really good for you.
Yeah.
And when I
yes,
look at the markets that I've been removed from, that's not always the case. Now, in saying that, there's always people there that I could, but it wasn't as like, I want it to just be like, oh my gosh, you're safe to go to like anybody here.
Yeah.
that makes sense.
So I kind of know that that's what it's teaching me. And I think I meant to start my own market, so I'm getting ready for that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It
But
sounds like you're learning the lesson of rally, rest, review. Do you know what I mean? You
uh,
just need to like, yeah,
I don't know if
assess
you're
the
interested
situation. Do
in
you know what I
like
mean?
Saskatoon's markets, but some of them obviously are not super on the metaphysical side. But there are like, as you're I'm sure aware, there's so many markets happening in Saskatoon and area, like at least one a weekend from like June to September,
Yeah.
October, even longer than that, depends on where you want to go.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
depending on what you want to do to broaden your search, there could be a big selection for you to choose from that maybe you close those past doors that you're more meant to be there and you open up to a whole new side of like, oh, I didn't realize I
yeah.
was going to fit in so well here.
And
But
it's so funny. Some women, I believe they're from Foam Lake,
Yeah.
and which is like a fair ways from where I am, and
But yeah.
like lovely people, and really, you know, just like really showed up at a time where I needed some kind souls who
Nice.
just really get it. And yeah, so like, but it's just funny of just being pulled a little bit further away from where I maybe anticipated being. So
yeah.
yeah,
No
but
kidding. Redirection in your year, though. Holy
Yes.
mackerel. Or not just
Very
this year.
exciting.
Redirection
Like,
in the last couple years.
yeah.
yeah.
Wow.
So
Wow.
yeah,
Jeez.
but
Thank you for
that's how
sharing all of that with us. Like, I know that that's
Yeah.
probably like that's your current ride right now. That's
yeah,
what you're
like not to
dealing
just
with
like
every day.
be like, here's my bucket of like trauma and like let me just dump it here. But I
We're
also
here for
don't
Bring
like
it.
it was
We got
a
room. We've got room for your luggage. Dump it out.
yeah.
yeah. I just don't ever want to be like not real about it. Like markets are not even though they're like spiritual, they're not always kind and that's
Yeah.
heartbreaking because
Yeah.
that just seems like counterintuitive.
Yeah.
I also have felt like I can't share my journey because I've also been like um almost made to feel like I'm calling it in because you need to be more this and you need, and it's like, and
Wow.
I know at the beginning I said my MS and you know what? I'm always going to say that, but I'm getting real sick of people telling me I can't. And I always say like, look, my belief system tells me
Yeah.
um it's the intent behind it. It's not
Yeah.
the word my. I say it as an empowering word, but it's wild how
Yeah.
many people will I'll be talking and they will try to correct my words. And I'm like, my belief system is different than yours, and it's okay that that doesn't work for you, but I feel more restraint if I can't be honest about the facts. And the fact is, this year has been hell.
Yes.
I have MS that has been extremely difficult, and
Yes.
these are facts. And it is my MS because it's within my body. Does
Yeah.
that mean that
Yeah.
that I'm not willing to let it go or that I don't believe I can cure it? For sure I do. But I've also learned a lot
Yeah.
from these things. But it's wild when you get in these spaces how people really feel that they can.
Voice their opinion
Yeah,
about your body.
well, yeah, and or um control your emotions. It's like there's nothing wrong with just being like, yeah, hands up, this is garbage.
Yeah.
Like,
Yes.
Yeah. And there's like,
it's not
I
all
can,
love and light. Sometimes
no,
it's a little bit of fight,
right?
a little
No,
bit of
Yes.
totally.
And people always look for the bright side, and you're just like, but also it's okay to say this is shit.
Right?
yeah.
That's
Fucking
okay.
yeah.
I had a counseling appointment as a couple weeks ago, and I was just chatting with my counselor. We're kind of reviewing what we've been doing, like this first part of the year, and like our next focus for the next block or whatever. And I was like, yeah, I know, like the summer like was pretty dark and for me, and I'm like, she's like, Jessica, you were at your lowest of low. You need to recognize that you were there. Do you know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
that has happened to you. Don't be like, oh, like I've been
Brush
there,
it off.
But like the last time I was that low was a very different picture for me. But this time I was like in the lowest, but I was like, it could be worse. But it was my
Yeah.
like, not fight or flight, but it was like my
And
way
Yeah.
to cope with it. It was like, it's fine. Crying on the
and
podcast,
yeah.
making
And
me so bad. I'm
it
also,
always
I'm back
You
on my
have
meds,
to.
guys. I'm
well,
back
that's
on them.
Good.
it always can be worse, right? But the reality is that should never take away from where you're at and your experience and how you're feeling. Because if we just push those aside, w-
Yeah,
you're causing more harm to
like
you're
Everything.
causing more harm, right? To just
exactly.
Yeah.
You have to
your
recognize
spiritual
the state
side,
you're
your
in.
body, your physical,
Yeah.
everything. So
Exactly. Yeah, recognize and like you have to shine a light on it as well. Exactly. Yeah, no.
yeah, and also it's a fine line of too, I just this is the kind of been the thing I've been saying. So everybody's allowed to treat me like garbage, and I just have to hold it like it's my secret, their secret that I have to keep. It's like,
Yeah,
well, what's wrong with me being so real about how somebody's treated me? Why can't I
Yeah.
say that my mother-in-law hasn't treated me great? Why should I have to keep that from the public? If you don't
Yeah.
want me to talk badly about you, maybe don't do bad things. And then
ex
Yeah.
I will
It
have nothing bad to
usually works.
say,
exactly.
right?
And
Just
as
like this
we
I
other,
go ahead.
sorry, just like this other woman with my business, it's like, yeah, I can see her like the good sides of her. But the
Yeah,
reality is
Mhm.
in my story right now, she's chose to not be her best self with me. And I shouldn't have to
Mhm.
hold that as like I have to keep her secret to keep her peace when she hasn't thought about my peace for 1 second.
Right.
And it's wild how many people will have been really kind of like, well, you shouldn't say that because you don't want to create drama. It's like, well, maybe they don't want to do those things so that they don't create their own drama,
Yeah. The
right?
only person that should be uncomfortable is the person who caused it.
Yeah, but
If everyone else is uncomfortable, go talk to that person. Don't talk to you.
yeah,
yeah.
yeah. Sorry, Jessica, I
No, I
totally
was
cut
just
you
gonna
off
say,
there.
like, when it comes to that, you're right. Like, why sugarcoat and like protect other people's like, what would you call
Yeah.
it? Their face when
Their
like
peace.
when
Yeah.
they're treating you like this, and that's where I'm like, Leo Skepi, who I love, and he's like this Armenian man on TikTok who's just fantastic. But he's like you, the way that people come across you, it's different because we would never do that to them. And that's where like you've done that. They've done that to you. And we would never do that back. And it's like that difference of person. It's like, why would I accept that
Yeah,
when I couldn't even fathom doing that to you?
yeah,
Right? It
yeah.
really defines your type of character, I think, to like not settle with it, but realize you don't have to
Yeah,
be fine with being treated like that.
Bobby, I can feel you and totally
Yeah.
understand the mother-in-law aspect because
Me
I've
too.
been through it with mine. And
yeah. And
It's been
I feel
pretty
like,
fucking bad. So
and I
it's all,
feel like
we're
you're
all walking on
probably,
eggshells right now, but sorry,
yeah,
go
and
ahead.
I feel like you're probably a lot like me, where you were excited to have a mother-in-law, excited to have a second family,
Mhm.
Yeah.
and then you get it, and you're like, and then you're trying to rewrite the narrative, like, I have a great
And
family. I should just be so thankful for them and just lean into them, and it shouldn't bother me, but it does, and we love our partner so deeply.
Yeah.
It's like,
that's it. Well, and you want to connect with the person that gave your partner life. And you're like,
Yeah.
listen, I'm so happy you brought them into this world because now they're my everything. And then going through like with the stuff that I had gone through with her, whatever. It's a long story for a glass of wine one day.
oh, well,
But
let's schedule it.
let's fucking do it. Yeah. But yeah, it's one of those things that you're shocked about how either they're being treated now, you're being treated, and then knowing how they were treated growing up. And then you have to start grieving what your partner's life could have been with a healthy parent. You're grieving that you don't have
Yeah.
that perfect mother that some people do, and you're like, damn,
You know,
wow, I wonder what that's like. I have no idea.
yeah.
Well,
But then
and
it helps you reflect for your own family or the people, not necessarily your own family, but the family that does show up and then
yeah,
is there, and you're like, okay, so this is my family. These are the people I'm going to put my energy
The
into.
people who nurture you together. Yeah. Sorry, Bobby, what
yeah.
were you saying?
And have you noticed, Brittany, like, I don't know if you've ever experienced this, but this is like, I don't know if it's because I'm just so miserable, just it's just built up in me that I'm just like, we were sitting around the fire at my parents, and my mom and my fiance, they're in the they're chatting and they're laughing and then they're dancing, and I'm sitting there with my glass of wine, and I'm like, you mother, like, how dare you
Fucking
have such
fucking
a
nice.
great time. I
Yeah.
wonder what that, and I'm like so bitter, and I'm like, but I'm taking photo, but in the inside
Yes.
I'm
Yes.
like,
No,
I'm so
I
jealous.
literally have said to my husband, I'm like, because he had just recently gone back with my family, stayed at my parents' house without me, anyways. And I said,
Yeah.
when we were preparing for my family's visit, I'm like, I would do this for your family. But like you
Mhm.
realize like the difference in relationship that you have with my mom and dad versus my relationship with your mom and dad is
Yeah.
starkly different. And I'm like,
It's
just see
like,
how much like my parents treat you like they birthed you.
yeah.
Yeah.
And
That's
like being
fact.
like with like me and like Ryan and like her, Ryan and I, we haven't always seen eye to eye. And like I am not afraid to tell him what's up, just like I
No,
would Jessica. But
that's
I also love him to pieces. But I also call him Brian behind his back when he
Brian.
pisses me off.
Brian. Brian. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. But
Yeah,
no, totally get that though, where it's like, and that's where I think that like mourning, like, what you would, I mean, not, it's hard because you're mourning what your partner didn't get, but also it's kind of like reflecting on what we did get and what we were, what shaped us into the individuals that are so understanding and so caring and so like
Well,
compassionate
it's
to
hard
like
not to be jealous
create
of the
this love.
relationship your mom and your guy have because all
Yeah,
you want is that as well with an in-law.
exactly. I just
yeah.
want that too. I just want
Yeah.
that too. Yeah, I think that's not like a greedy thing to want. I think that's reasonable.
And it's funny because I'll be like, oh, my mother-in-law. And but I'm also the first. I can say all the great things about her. I'm like, she's one of my favorite people to have a glass of wine with. She's so freaking beautiful. Like, she's got the best like fashion. She loves an adventure. We, on paper, we should be best friends.
Yeah.
Wild. Is he the
But
firstborn?
he is the firstborn.
And is he the only son?
So, his story's a bit unique in the sense that his mom had him when she was like 16 or
It's a trauma
17.
bond. She's trauma bonded. That's
Yeah.
She can't
And
let her baby go yet.
then she had
how our
two more
baby go.
kids when she was older, and then now she's with her like partner, and they have two little ones, like I think 8 and 7.
Oh, young.
Oh,
So
wow.
yeah, so
Okay.
big family.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But there
but
could be
it's,
some jealousy of just like, that's my baby. Him and I were in like,
They went
yeah.
through it together.
And I definitely triggered some things, right? Because I think I told you guys I had an abortion a few years ago.
great. Yes.
In
Yes.
the
Oh, yeah,
heat
you
of
talked about
everything, it was when they had given me like 8 kind of 8 years to kind of before I'd be in a wheelchair, all those sorts of things. So
Yeah.
I know that I've triggered her, and I'm not saying like I'm the perfect daughter-in-law. Um, but
But you're important too. Like, what are you going to do to chase around a toddler in a
well, and the
wheelchair?
thing is, I wouldn't have help from that side of the family. They live they live very far away. Well, not very far, like, but like a good 6 hours. That's far enough.
Yeah, they're not going to be there
And
tomorrow. Yeah.
they've
Yep.
never
Or
really,
over in 10 minutes.
yeah, they've never really helped us when we've needed help, right? Where my family has. And again, that's okay. Everybody has their life and you don't owe anybody your help, but I know that that was hard for them, but
Yeah.
also it's like I don't know that you would have really made an effort to be in the kid's life either,
Yeah.
you know?
Well, there you go.
Yeah.
And also, you like, yeah, nobody, like, we can't take away the fact that I was literally given 8 years before I'd be in a wheelchair. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
I
that's
kind of
your,
look at the
Literally.
big picture.
yeah.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
it's not
Yeah.
like if they thought even for a second that that was like a selfish move, which is such a bullshit thing that people will say or judge women for deciding to choose that, but like they should fucking think about it. Like
Yeah.
Well,
with what you're going through currently and what were you were going through, like wake up,
Yeah.
people.
Yeah.
well,
It's not their
and
decision for them to be okay with. Do you know what I mean? It's like,
And
no, like,
if you decided that you wanted to have kids, it was your decision if you wanted to, and then create the life that you could for them. But like right at that moment, that wasn't the way
there
what you
was
could
no,
do.
like, I didn't have room for it. Like, I was literally like,
Yeah,
oh my gosh, I just did this treatment that's like not agreeing with me, but I actually need it because we're on a time, like we're fighting.
yeah,
And also, I am an energetic being. I do have belief systems where I want to ensure that when if or when if I ever choose, I don't know what my
yeah.
health looks like. I want to
That's
make
it.
sure
Yeah,
that I'm in a state that that's not gonna, right? Because my own belief system, I'm not saying this is everybody's, really believes that that connects into that child. And
yeah,
I want to make sure that I'm good and
yeah.
calm and all those things for that baby. I'm not saying it's gonna ever be perfect, right? Because like nothing is, and pregnancy is hard and XYZ, right? There's
yeah.
no right
But
or
you're
wrong way,
always thinking ahead, wanting
yeah,
the best if you
but
were
that
to
was
bring a
not
child.
like my mental health, and I wasn't like, I didn't have the space or the energy at that time.
Yeah,
Oh,
Yeah.
no,
And I'm
yeah.
okay with that decision. Like, does it suck? I'd love to have a child for sure.
Yeah.
yeah,
Maybe not in my cards, and that's also okay.
Yeah.
right. Because now you have handsome Vincent.
Yes, I've
Vincent.
got
I've got
Vincent.
my Vincent, my Vincenzo. Yeah.
Yeah.
I was like,
So,
yeah.
uh,
Yeah.
so yeah, we got
Has there
all
been
those
any
things,
communication
but
now? Like, has she reached out or talked to you at all about like when you guys had to cancel
uh,
everything or anything?
but you guys want to hear something funny? I'm such
Yeah,
a
Did she show up?
this just happened. So I made a TikTok account for my dog
awesome.
because I just
We're
needed
gonna follow
something
that.
fun and light, right? And I'm
Yep.
working on consistency, and that just felt
Yeah.
fun.
Hmm.
I don't have her on any social media. I have her blocked because I needed to do that for my own well-being, and I
Yeah.
communicated that, okay?
Yeah.
Yeah.
My phone number open. They can call, they can text if they need me or want to reconnect. But social media is
Yeah.
off limits. And
Yeah.
she followed my dog's TikTok account.
Hilarious.
Hilarious. So
For any reason? For
She's
does she like
looking.
anything?
I'm not sure what that's about. So we've let it simmer. I'm like, do we
All right.
block? Do we remove? But right now I'm just like, you know what? On a full moon, we just chill.
Just chill.
Yeah.
Chill.
Chill. That's
We
what
Exactly.
I
just
always tell
passed
myself.
that big full moon and we're just
Yeah.
gonna.
I just was like, I think it's just here to bubble up a little bit more of emotion and we'll just let it go
Let us,
out and then we'll deal with it after. But
exactly.
weird
Right.
move.
Because like was that a boundary that you told her that you don't want her on social media, or was it
Yeah.
so then
So
she's trying to press the boundaries?
yeah, so that was a boundary. I was very clear, like, I'm removing everybody. This is not good for my mental health. If anybody
Yeah.
needs me, they can call, they can text.
Totally.
And
Yeah.
Yeah.
and then it went on to like other things, obviously, because I was also discussing like wedding boundaries and but there was no response from that.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Um,
So
oh, go
yeah,
on.
it just sucks because yeah. But
Yeah.
I just thought that was really funny that I was like,
Yeah,
I think there might have been some wine that
yeah,
encouraged.
must have been.
It was
Must have been.
yeah, it was encouraged. Sorry, I'm on your TikTok and I just thought of it.
Oh,
Um we'll have to shout out well, we'll put your TikTok in the show notes as well.
yes.
But what's your dog's TikTok?
Yeah, I gotta find
It's
that out.
I think it like Vinny the Cane Corso. Let me just look. Oh,
Vinny
Vinny the
the-
Cane Corso, the Cane
Yep,
Corso.
How do I
Yeah.
spell?
got it.
Is it
Follow.
Vinnie? Vinny?
Vinny.
The ca Wait,
He's such a sweet boy.
you want to spell the last word? Sorry, Vinny the what?
Uh,
Yeah, the K.
Canecorso.
I'm gonna look here. Ah, ha, 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 I found it. Okay, very good. Perfect. I've
And
followed.
the last video is him and his aura.
Yeah.
Got to
I know I
capture it.
saw it. I was like, ooh, look at
So
him, so fancy. I was going to actually
Oh.
ask you, can you, I know this is probably next to impossible to do, but you aren't able to do any virtual tried or readings, are you? I didn't think so.
no, sadly
Okay.
not.
That's
Yeah.
okay. One day when I have my shit together, I will find out the next market that you're at closer to me.
Yeah.
And I want to come and have both my babies read. So
Yes. Oh, love
get
doing kids. So
That's
fun.
awesome. Oh my gosh. Okay,
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I'll get off of the TikTok now. Right.
there. We'll just watch all of his videos later.
Yeah.
Exactly. On that note, shall we do
Yes,
the card pool?
that is a
Yeah.
good
Card pool?
idea. Otherwise, I'm just going to talk with Bobby forever because I love our time.
I know, because it's been like 2 years. Actually, it's
It
been
has
3 years. It's been
been.
3 years since I've been able to sit chat all these.
I
So
can't wait to come
Yeah.
back and be like, okay, no sad news. Here's all the great things. I know it's coming. I
it's
Yeah.
just
coming. It's
It-
the last
coming.
few
you know
times have
what?
been like
Yes.
negative Bobby on the
Oh my
show.
No,
God,
no,
no.
no, no.
You're
Not
real
negative
life.
at all.
You're real, Bobby. Like that's
Yeah.
exactly why we like talking with you. And I'm so, like, I have to appreciate how like deep you're willing to go with us when you have no like reason to. Do you know what I mean? But like having a real conversation with another human about human things is going to be
Well, and
Yeah.
relevant to somebody. Like
here's
it's
the,
going to be good.
nobody talks about these things. Nobody talks about how sad it is when the day comes up and your wedding was supposed to be on
Yes.
and there's nobody around and you're like, cool,
Yeah.
Yeah.
or when
The-
you've dreamt of having a second family and it's radio silence, or you just are out to be this,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
Girl, we
or
both
when someone
understand like
takes,
that.
or
We
when you're mistreated
unfortunately
at a market,
understand too much of what you're
I
going
understand
through.
that too well. All too well, as Taylor
I
says.
Yeah.
know, but we don't talk about it, and I know I felt really alone this year in all of it because it's like,
Yeah.
This
yeah,
like this call to be like constantly strong and like it's fine, it's fine. It's like it's not fine.
it's not
No.
fine. And
It's like
like,
we have to be
stop.
strong all the time. It's like I can't be strong anymore all the time. I
And
can't.
yeah, and we shouldn't have to be. It's like denying a huge part of life, I think.
Yeah. I agree.
Right, collective people. Let's see what
All
we've
right.
got for ya. Brittany,
So
you want to go
my
first?
card. Yes, please. So I think this is the card that we definitely needed today because of all the trenches, all the graving, all that really heavy stuff. I got the sun,
That
the
is
sun
fine.
card.
We love it.
Life is wonderful. Great things are headed your way, and
Fuck
plans
yeah.
will succeed beyond your wildest
Claiming
dreams.
it. Claiming all
Keep your
of
thoughts
that.
and yeah. Keep your thoughts and words positive, and you will thrive. Believe in yourself and those around you during this magical time of your life. Inspiring new ideas will lead the way to abundance and happiness. Public recognition or awards are very possible during this time. So, additional meanings are happiness, a trustworthy relationship, understanding oneself, and personal satisfaction. So, I feel like good things are coming, but I think the biggest reason why they're coming is because you can face what is happening currently and letting your throat chakra release all of the stuff that you're holding in. And then once you've released it out loud of what's happening, then you have room for the good stuff to actually come in because there wasn't room before.
Exactly.
That's my take on it. That's my
I
take.
love it. Which is very
Love it.
applicable to my card, which is the black egg, which makes no
Ah,
sense if you don't know what I'm talking about, but I'm gonna read it to you right away.
here I am.
And I'm doing my Kim Krantz, my ride or die. So the black egg is a spirit card, let's say in this deck. So speaking from an authentic voice, the truth. The black egg contains one of life's essential treasures, the truth. Inside of it resides no confusion, excuses, small talk, noise, or lies, not even white ones. This living and breathing vessel harbors only that which rings true. When this essence is in balance, we speak slowly and clearly. We are drawn to activities like writing, reading, teaching, singing, or perhaps public speaking. Sound draws us in, books draw us in, the concept of truth itself draws us in. We start asking questions like, what do I know to be true about myself? And what is true about the world? When the energy of the black egg is not yet accessed, we speak from an unsure place. We say things that others want to hear, gossip, or repeat stories just to justify our subpar behavior. We might even try to convince ourselves that we have no inner truth at all. The energy of the black egg hovers and waits for us to reconnect it. It is available at every moment, in every situation. It is the epicenter of truth, the birthplace of our voice. So the subtle essence of this card resides at the base of the throat, the chakra, the Vishuddha chakra. The ancient sages saw the center as the hub that governs our speech and expression. It translates to especially pure. The balance of the center is important for all of us, but is especially essential for writers, editors, musicians, and teachers. So, the voice. And speaking your truth and
Wild.
being a real person. So I think it's like, yeah.
Yeah.
Also, Bobby, it's wild for the people that are on YouTube. I wonder if they feel the same way. But I feel like there's a spirit there with you because every so often your camera decides to go blurry for just a little while and then it goes right back to focus.
Hey, I'm like can see it from far and I was like, I think I'm blurry. And I noticed that.
But
I
it
don't know
just
why. Yeah.
it'll off and on happen, and all of a sudden you'll be like crystal clear, and then it's just like, hi. So whatever's going on, someone's there saying like, listen, listen to the words you're
Well,
speaking.
it's even that last card that Jessica picked. I'm like, yeah, that is the word for word. It's like constantly all year been sitting being like, what do I know is true?
Yeah,
And then not letting myself be like bamboozled to think that I'm something that I'm not,
Yeah,
right? Because everybody else is putting a story out there about me that isn't factual,
exactly.
right.
Yes.
and you start to believe it. And I'm just like, no, I know me.
Yeah.
I'm
And
not
the
those
people that know you
things.
won't see, they are not going to believe
Yeah.
that shit.
Yeah, those questions again for reflection are, what do I know to be true about myself and what is true about the world? So you're right,
Yeah.
it's kind of like it's that reality check, not necessarily as like to be, in touch with reality, but your own reality,
Yeah.
like and how I feel and
Yeah.
what I feel.
Yeah. Yeah, it's crazy. And I mean, like, too, like, I won't, it's always like, I'm not perfect, but I also have no problem being like, oh, yeah, I came off brash, or,
Calling, yeah, the
uh,
calling bullshit
uh,
bullshit as well, right? Like,
yes.
yeah,
Yeah. So,
I
girl,
hear you. Also, if you want a good book that also reflects on those questions, Byron Katie is this unreal author, and one of her books is Loving What Is, the questions that'll change your life. Four questions, sorry, that'll change your life. Um, or I Need Your Love, Is That True? How to Stop Seeking Love, Approval, and appreciation and start finding them instead. So, anyways, the premise of the book of her teachings is like these four questions that are exactly like what Jessica mentioned, like, is this true? Is this for 100% true? And like just going through like breaking it down to really discover like, oh, yeah, no. What was I doing?
yeah,
yeah,
totally.
seriously, cool. I love that.
But
Totally.
yes.
Well,
Well,
Miss
Bobby, we
Bobby,
love you so
yeah.
much, and we really appreciate you taking the time to
Well,
be with us. Do
honestly,
you have a card reading as well? I can't remember.
no, I didn't bring my cards out with
That's
me.
okay. That's
I
totally
felt like
okay.
you guys always nail it. So,
Thanks,
you
honey.
know, happy
We're
just
just so
to,
happy you could spend some time with us. And you know what? We will. We're going to plan, even if it's a year from now, 6 months
Nope,
from
it'll be
now.
sooner than that.
But your life is
well,
going to shift in the most beautiful way, and then you're gonna ask us. I feel like you're gonna come to us and be like, "Hey, girls, put me back on. We got an
I'm
update."
ready. Exactly.
well,
Boom.
and you know what's so funny? As we're sitting here, I had something come through, which I think I would love you guys to come and do. I saw it clear
Yeah,
as day. I have like full chills. I don't know if I kind of zoned out for a second because
love
sometimes I
it.
get these. I'm planning on doing a market. I feel like it's going to happen in January, which I recognize is like a very risky time to do a market, but I just, yeah. Anyways, I
Make
think
sure
you
you
guys
read
should
this.
come out and set up a podcast station
Oh,
and
that's fun.
have the people that are traveling in and out come and like
Amazing.
little quick podcast moments. I think that'd be really cool.
That'd be
I
fucking
definitely
awesome.
would be down.
And
I'd even be down to doing a like massage collab with you and doing
Yeah.
like mini
Oh,
massages and like doing, yeah.
I've
there
been
you go.
manifesting
And
that.
I'll just wander around and be like, I've got a microphone. What's your name?
Yeah, we'll do
Yeah.
live on
Like,
location. We'll do live on
well, we could
location.
Skype you in,
I can do
right?
your
That'd be
books.
awesome.
Yeah, Jessica, I can do your
You've
books.
always been so jealous of Brittany. I'm like, you can trade services and I can't. I can
Yeah,
be,
but it's
I'm a
harder for
very
you.
good receptionist though.
I
Yeah.
love that.
Very.
Yeah. And it'd be so cool and it'd be so unique because I haven't seen it. And I know lots of people have like, you guys have great questions always,
Thank you.
safe
Oh,
space.
thanks.
And I think it'd be really awesome.
That's awesome.
Yeah,
Honestly, I fucking
I'd
love
be
that
totally
idea.
game to do a live on location episode. Even if Jessica wasn't here in person, I would still like Zoom you
Yeah.
in and we would still do a podcast live on location. And I would definitely still do many massages to see the before and afters with you.
That's
Yeah.
so amazing. I'd actually love that.
Let's
Do you see
fucking do
like
it.
the sperma
Let's fucking
smile
do
on
it.
my face? I'm like,
Yeah.
let's plan this, bitch.
January. Yeah, let's click
Yeah.
in. Let's make sure this comes
Let's
because I would
chat.
Yeah.
love that.
Okay. I think
I
it's
would
gonna
love
be the second weekend of January. I've
that. Look how
got
clear you are now.
Look at
big
that.
ideas.
I
You're
Oh,
love
yeah.
it.
clear. Did you notice
Clear.
that? You're
Yeah.
crystal clear now.
If you build it, they will come.
Yeah.
Feel the
Yeah. I
dreams.
think you
Here
guys are
we
gonna
go.
love it. I've got so intention filled. It's so based on my experiences, the things that didn't land for me and the things that did land, and I tried to combine them all. And
There.
people from BC all the way to Alberta, Saskatchewan, maybe even a couple from Manitoba. So
Ireland.
Amazing.
hopefully there's a lot of
Wherever you want
travel
to
for
post
me.
it, we will come.
Yay.
That's
Okay.
so, that
Yeah.
honestly sounds amazing. I'd fucking love that.
I don't know if you noticed this, but your screen, like your camera, as soon as
You're
you're like,
clear.
okay, it, like literally went crystal clear, like back into
Your
focus.
clarity is back.
Well,
Yeah. I love that.
So
yeah,
you
wow.
needed to say that. You needed to say that.
Yeah.
Yeah, wild download. Like as you guys were talking, I was like, oh, I like totally see everything. I see it being,
Let's do it.
yeah.
That'd be awesome.
Fuck yeah.
Honestly, I fucking would love that.
Amazing.
Okay.
Yay.
Well,
Okay.
we're going to
So
chat more
where,
about
Bobby,
that.
yeah, where can everybody find you, Bobby?
Okay, so you guys can all find me on Instagram at the Soul Kiss Journey, on Facebook at the Soul Kiss Journey, TikTok at the Soul Kiss Journey, and yeah, I'm based out of Lloydminster, and
Right.
I'm working out of
We
my
love it.
home right now. I'm just being calm, cool, and just trying to sort it all out. And I'm getting ready to move into retreat offerings, hopefully some bridal showers and home parties.
Cool.
And maybe
Amazing.
start stepping away from some of the markets, but we'll see. I want to still do markets. I just want to be more selective.
Yep.
I love that.
Perfect. Love
That's
it.
so perfect.
Yeah. It's time for you to be, you can do that now. You can be
Yeah.
selective.
I
Yeah.
think I can. Yeah.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
hope.
You
It's
can.
Oh, I
coming.
think
It
It's
is
almost
done.
there. I just have
It
to
is
like,
done, girl. Yes.
I just have to brick it out, you know?
I
But
get it.
yeah,
You need to see the whole plan first. I get it. One step at a
yeah,
time.
feel it
Right on.
out. You
right.
know, that indigo aura of mine really needs to feel.
So you're gonna have to do
Yes.
your own aura photography for like a minute. It
Yeah,
is
seriously.
Yeah.
All the time.
yeah.
Always
Love it.
checking.
I would be doing
Oh,
that. Well, our people, thank you guys for tuning in. You guys can find us on TikTok, Instagram, and YouTube at Basic Banter for Witches, or you can email us basicbanterforwitches@gmail.com. And that was me.
and don't
Amazing,
forget to
Bobby.
submit your questions for our monthly card read that we will be doing in October.
In October.
And yeah, we'll just stay tuned, guys. Let us know. Let us know what you think. Give Bobby all the love
All the
and all
love.
the good energy going her way so she can triumph out of this
Oh
mud
yeah.
hole that she
Yeah. It's coming out. She's getting through it. I know
I'm
it.
not
It's coming
I,
soon.
yeah, I am not staying here. I'll
No,
tell you
this
No.
that.
is not a
No.
good place. We don't like it.
No.
Moving out of here. Yeah,
Yeah.
literally. Right on.
Okay, guys,
Okay,
we'll
guys.
see you all next time. Love
Later.
you. Bye-bye
Bye.
now. Bye.